MX2 World Championship this year has been amazing, with the last 6 GP wins going back and forth between Simon Langenfelder and Kai de Wolf. And not one rider in the MX2 class has had back-to-back wins all year.
However, heading into Turkey, Kai de Wolf has actually got more wins than Simon Langenfelder and more podiums, which is where that consistency has come from, which is why he's able to reduce the gap over recent rounds.
So the top two in MX2 are now just 12 points apart, but with so many other riders capable of getting in the mix, taking points off of one of the contenders, it really is on the edge, that MX2 World Championship, as we make the cultural shifts from Turkey to China to Australia to close the 2025 season.
I find Jens in 2022, sorry, plus minus somewhere in the summer, August. We get in touch, talking, and yeah, you know, he was not riding at that moment for me. Then things turns quite quickly. So I think 1 month later he was already at my team. So and then we start working, and I saw directly like Jens was a kind of different guy like the others, like a rider. So I like it because Jens is a guy who is full focused on the motocross. To be honest, I have not seen him doing much other things than motocross. If he is not riding, he is training. If he is not training at the gym, he is at the swimming pool. So he's always busy. He's always busy with his sport, and I like.
I don't remember if it's your first time here in Turkey or not.
No, it's my second time.
Second time, and do you like the track?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah.
Pretty good, yeah.
And what do you think about also all the trip until here?
Yeah, it's really nice. Some big flights. Also going from here to China. It's really nice.
Yeah.
I like, you know, when I put my work in, so it's not only the work, it's also the energy, my time. At the moment I measure the sec.
Okay.
So that the rider feels comfortable on the track, that everything is right. So that's what I'm doing at the moment.
Wolvo, BTS, KTM. A rare good start for the ride from the Netherlands this year.
Sascha Koenen picked up his first ever qualifying race win on the Saturday, and you could really see that that was a weight lifted of his shoulders. You saw that in his Sunday race, particularly in that first race where he was totally unstoppable. He was just so fast and no one could catch him, and he turned that into his 3rd Sunday race win of the year.
And we've got a bit of an interesting fight going on here between these two. De Wolf has been caught by Langenfelder. Langenfelder tried to run around the outside, maybe thought better of it. Didn't want to feel the wrath of the elbow from De Wolf. He's going to go the long way round here. That first race for Simon Langenfelder, we saw him really have to dig deep, come from behind. And even though he did catch Kai was able to respond, and as a result reduced the gap. And so going into race 2, that gap now just 9 points between Simon and Kai. But out of the final turn, Sascha Koenen winning race 1 here in fine style.
What a race win that has been for him. Perez nips up the inside, takes the lead away from Sasha Kunin.
Being Italian, Andrea Adamo is pretty strong on the hard pack, but things never really gone his way in Turkey. He hasn't finished higher than 5th position at that track. And in 2025, we just saw more problems for him. 8th, 9th in the races. And I think it's fair to say now that the Italian really would need a minor miracle if he's going to pick up his 2nd world title this year.
Adamo going from bad to worse, 11th. Seems like everything that De Wolf throws at Langenfelder, the German responds. 2 corners to go. And Simon Langenfelder working his way towards a checkered flag. Langenfelder will cross the line. Langenfelder wins race 2. He wins the MXGP of Turkey. Hasn't been an easy weekend for him, but he turned it around when it mattered. Langenfelder, what a performance from him.
Even though Kai caught him in the closing stages, Simon was able to hold him back and now build his championship lead back to at least a 2-digit margin. However, it's still terribly close between the pair of them with the final 2 rounds to go. For Kai de Wolf, 2nd overall over the weekend, he closed in the championship by 3 further points, so he's still only 12 points behind Simon Langenfelder as we go to the final 2 rounds, and he's still got every chance of retaining his world title. Sasha Kunin got the whole shot again in race 2, and that ties up that whole shot for him. He will not be beaten this year in that table, but he did get passed early on by Gui and Fares, and that kind of did the rest of the pack a favour because Sasha could not run away with things. However, he didn't panic, he didn't crash as he's done in the past, so we are seeing now a more consistent Sasha Kunin with his 9th podium of the year, so this is a rider who I think is turning himself into a potential title candidate for next year if he maintains this trajectory.
The first race I had a good start, and then the first 50 minutes were not so bad. I was around 8, and then I dropped a bit. That was not so good. I made a lot of mistakes, and I didn't ride really well. And then the second moto, I crashed in the start, and then I had to come from last, and I had to come back and finish 12th. The riding was not so bad, but it was difficult to pass. But overall, it was not the best weekend, but we take the positives and we go to China.
So we're preparing everything for China, so we are almost ready. So and then we can close the box.
And when you have to deliver everything?
I think a maximum 1 hour. You need to be ready.
So you are too busy right now.
A little bit, yes.
Team Honda Motor Blues SR Motors had a really tough season this year with many problems and injuries with Alberto Ferrato, who joined them after a very difficult 2024 season with standing construct Honda. And after 2 tough seasons played with injury, who knows what's next for the Italian? Kevin Hawkmo has showed some real promise this year, especially in the qualifying race in Erne, where we saw him hold off Febvre to come second behind Lucas Koenen in that race. But then on the Sunday's race, he picked up a shoulder injury, and since then he's had many complications with that injury, which ended up ruling him out for the rest of the year.
One rider who's finding it tough in MXGP at the moment is Quentin Prunier. Obviously, he's only a handful of races into the Premier class, having moved up from MX2 recently. But just goes to show how difficult it is to move from a 250 to a 450. Not only that, he's moving from a KTM to a Honda. But also, you know, that lack of experience on 450 is really starting to show. So he's going to need a good winter of preparation in the off-season just to be able to turn things around, provided, of course, he stays in MXGP next year. We don't know.
I want to work on the way to be where I deserve to be and where I should be, because, you know, definitely need to work on my starts and need to make it better, because my lap times and my ride doesn't really reflect the results, you know. The riding is definitely better. So no, I just want to take it races by races, and yeah, just do better, man, to be honest. Just feeling as a better guy on the bike and just being faster every weekend, get some more confidence, and that's it. That's the main goal, because I think if I get that, the results are going to definitely get better and better.
Gates drop here. Febvre looking for a good jump, doesn't get it. Geiser squeezes everybody to his left. But it's Koenen who leads away. Geiser second, Herlings in third. Renault in fourth, alongside him, Porsche Jonas. Febvre neatly to the inside. And he goes past, moves past Geiser into third place. Over the line though, winning race number 1, Lucas Koenen. 13 race wins now in his rookie season. Febvre who comes over the line with the foxhole shot and leads into the first turn. Koenen alongside him in second. Herlings and Gifting and Koenen 3 abreast as they hit that first single. And it's Herlings who emerges somehow in that second place. Gifting's fuse has been lit. Out of turn 4 on this second lap. Hooks again. Full drive, full send alongside his mate. Goes after the bullet. No, didn't he? The number 84. Going to jump long. doubles his way into the turn, and he does find his way past Febvre. That'll be music to the ears of Koonin. He would have seen that and think, right, there's 3 more points in my back pocket in terms of the championship. Thanks, Jeff. And here is the move. He's going to launch up the inside. He tried it a lap ago. He wasn't close enough. Oh, he can't get in there. Febvre knows he's there, though. Hurley's Grand Prix victory number 111. 5 now on Turkish soil.
I think Lucas going away from Turkey is going to be kicking himself, having not gone in more decisively, and that's just going to play on his mind, I think, going into China. And, but anyway, you know, Roman stayed up, and he continues to lead the championship. There was an opportunity there for Lucas Koonin to gain points, gain ground, didn't take it. No matter what life throws at him in terms of injuries and setbacks and everything else, and just when you think, okay, we've turned the page, the Jeffrey Hurling's era is over, he comes back with another race win, another Grand Prix victory, and he's like the Terminator, you know, just outsider looking in. MXGP, I think, is going to thrive over the next couple of years. Certainly, the environment, the paddock, the racing is better with him in it, and, you know, maybe there's going to be room for a couple more before the season's done.
I don't know so much would say, to be honest. I think I had like the first few laps was not that bad. You know, I was chasing good guys and staying with them. I passed also good guys, but then after, I don't know, just lost the rhythm totally. Even in the first one, like I was at some point I wanted to like be faster and like fight for this, but every time I did it I almost killed myself, and I was like, yeah, what I'm doing right now, you know. So yeah, I don't know, I just couldn't get my thing.
Next up, China.
Next up, China.
Well done, mate.
With Turkey done and dusted, it's time to head to the Far East, and the Oriental Beauty Valley MXGP of China is still in Shanghai, but it's in a different location this year, very close to where we were last year. This year it's much more like an auditorium type feel, with the fans being closer to the track, and with no imminent typhoon pending, we hope to see more fans, a better atmosphere, a little bit like what we had in 2019.
The gate is always the same, eh?
Well, it's quite a big... how many riders we have? 20, probably, average.
Yeah, I didn't check the list, but what I like is that they use the start straight again, because landing off that jump and then this corner, I think this might, if needed, might be a place where, yes, where passes can eventually be made.
Do you think they look steep to Joel because he was used to ski jumps at this time?
No, but they do are steep. Like probably in his like when he was racing the jumps. Well, also the bikes don't allow you to take those jumps, but at the same time, like these jumps are like steep, man. Like honestly, they are shooting you to the moon.
Yeah, they're a bit different from what even you guys are used to.
Yo.
How is it?
Hot, humid, sweaty. So Friday we just did track walk. Track looks quite fun. Looks kind of a bit like SMX. Quite some jumps, tight, small. But I think it's going to be good fun for riding. Yeah, just like I said, humidity is going to be a key and the heat. But yeah, we're just going to do our best.
Just went on a little boat trip. How is the vibe in China? Different atmosphere to any other Grand Prix?
Yeah, definitely. It's completely different than the other ones. I mean, it's quite special in one way. But you know, when I just came off like a 1 hour sleep last night, so I'm awake for like 36 hours. I'm like, just get me to bed right now. I'm like, like, can't wait for the night to come. But no, it's really good fun. Like I said, it's nice. The people are really friendly and respectful. So yeah, quite enjoy it.
With the traveling side of things, do you like going to these countries so you can see different cultures?
Yes, I like different cultures. I just don't like the heat. Like, honestly, I really hate the heat. So, but it's just a personal thing, you know? But at the same time, like, seeing different cultures, like, if I wouldn't have to race, I wouldn't mind the heat that much. Because, like, just to walk around, you can protect yourself, you can take umbrella, cap, whatever you find. But for racing, it's quite tough. I mean, in the US, they do the same thing every single weekend, but they're kind of used to it. Like for example, I was riding yesterday with like 13 degrees, and then you come here and you're like 40 degrees almost. So it's quite a big shocking difference. But no, I like seeing different cultures and it's good fun.
So with the season so far, obviously you've had 2 injuries this year, but each time you come back, you seem to be coming back stronger. Are you feeling good now? Well, I'll say Paul Maynan called you the Terminator this morning.
Has he? Well, I'm doing my best. I mean, like a collarbone fracture is not like career-ending injury, most likely, you know what I mean? So just a couple of weeks till the bone is back healed and then we're good to go. But the ACL was quite a heavy one by the end of last year. So luckily it all went good, but it took me almost 6 months to recover from that. And it took me some time to get back going at the beginning of the season. Like I was off for like 6 months, straight got back to racing, and it took me like 5, 6, 7 races to get going. But then I started winning, got hurt my collarbone, I came back and started winning again. So hopefully to finish the last 2 GP strong and yeah, just make the best of it.
So have a good weekend, good luck.
Thanks, bud.
She just hit me with the blue veins, now she gone ice cold, ice cold. She just hit me with the blue veins, now she gone.
And he grabs another foxhole shot, 16 for the year for the youngster. Verlaine right there with him in second place. But John, he folds the front just as Valerio Latta moved by into second. Sasha Coonan already disappearing, look, putting in a sprint lap on this opening lap. De Wolf charged down the inside, open opportunity in the left-hander. How big is Langenfelder prepared to dig to lay it on the line to take a couple of points from Kai De Wolf?
Early morning rise with you, never disguise with you. Love the way you shine darkness when I shine a light with you. Never playing heartless anytime, I'm just reminding you. I could be myself, you be yourself, and we can find the truth.
Stop, babe, you're late. Look at my face and what did you see? I'm on you, lie, you lie. I'm on you, shitting me. What did you do? This you.
That's how we're born to move. Call it fate, call it truth. From a second that I saw you.
Oh, there, face plants as well. Just a horrible little hole then. Everything was looking so perfect until it wasn't. Throws his goggles away. Needs to breathe underneath that helmet. Does Sasha Coonan. Renault over the foxhole shot line, but it's Renault who leads. So Renault, Hurling's guys see your top 3. Jonas in 4th. Then you got Fernandez on the 17th. Then Fevre there on the number 3. championship leader, and his main rival right behind him. Bevra down the inside of the Dutchman. He goes up the inside. Koenen around the outside. Koldenhoff was absolutely ambushed there, wasn't he? Back marker, though, falls on the Dragon's back, almost catching Renault out. Massive moment that was for the Frenchman. Not looking good for Koenen at the moment. Trying to take a deep breath here and just like, whoa. That of Hurlings, who goes for the jugular. Tries to carve a new line down the inside of that Yamaha. And again here, knows he's got to be ruthless. Nothing there as they hit the line. And Hurlings, bulldog spirit, the bullet charging down the inside from out of nowhere. Takes over the lead here on lap 15.